Hey guys, this is Nathan, and welcome back to Vintage Story on the Aura Fury server. Hope you guys are doing good today. I am doing great. So, we got a little distracted in the last episode having to deal with all of the lag-related issues and culling back our animal herd, and we never got a chance to get back to working on this. So I want to get back to it here today. Now, one thing that I do have to say right away is there was a little bit of a design error here, and that is this water channel. So the water channel is great for hydrating the farmland, but it is not great when you go to break items and then all the items fall down into the water, because then you've got to try to walk through the water, pick everything up, and when it had cattails in it, it was horrible. So I think what I'm going to do instead is cover this with trapdoors. So we're going to start out by digging out all of our grass that is underneath here, and we are going to replace all of that with the muddy gravel. So this will be the first step in getting this all fixed up correctly. So then we'll go ahead and take our dirt and place that across here. No, I don't have my bucket with me. Well, we'll be able to come back through and fix that here in a little bit. But so then we will come through here, and I suppose, no, not like that. Not like this. So we'll go ahead and go through here, and this is one of those places I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, I think we'll just go ahead and do it like that. So we'll be able to open those if we need to. So, yeah, let's go ahead and just work our way around here. And then I want to give this a try with this cabbage. Now, I've been trying to cook as much stuff as I can to use up the red meat that we have back in our cellar. And let me tell you, it is hard to use up that much red meat. I can't keep up grinding the salt fast enough because, and I did it again. I have killed 2 water sources here now. But I can't keep up grinding the salt fast enough because, yeah, well, I was almost keeping up, and then the wind decided to die, and yeah, and then the meat is coming close to spoiling, so I don't know. I should really get my lantern in my offhand. So we'll get this all closed up here. So I suppose over here... No, stop doing that. It's nice that these place sideways like that, but at the same time, there's a time and a place, and this is not either. So, working our way around here. Yeah. There. So, in just a second, we should be able to give this a try. So, put that one like that. I think that'll be just fine. So now, if we go through here and punch these guys. Now granted, I don't have, so did I see a seed go underneath? No, it landed on top. Very nice. Okay, so that was exactly what would happen. You know, stuff will fly towards the water channel and fall into it, and that is no fun to deal with. So yeah, this is much better. Yep, so you can see the seeds are on top of the trapdoors. Now I'm not entirely sure what this is going to look like. So let's go ahead and clear the dirt back away from here. And just take a look at this. So from the ground, really we can't see it unless we jump. Now from up above, of course it is getting to be nighttime. So from up above, it's really not that bad. If anything, it kind of looks like a path. Now that would be another option. Well, no, I think we'll just leave it like this. And so what it is, here's what we're going to say the thing behind this is. This is actually a little bridge walk over the water so that they can access the gardens. And it works. Works very nicely. So that is wonderful. That solves my issue. Now another thing, there have been some comments about how rare it is for seeds to drop, or for new seeds to drop on these crops. So cabbage is a perfect example of something that you can very easily see how many new seeds you got, because it drops one cabbage for every single plant. So you're guaranteed to have one seed for every ripe plant, or one cabbage for every ripe plant. So we just harvested 48 cabbage seeds, or cabbage plants, and got 49 seeds. So yes, we did get a return of one more seed. It's not much, but it is one more seed. So I am going to be doing a bunch of testing to see what the return rates actually are for seeds, and if there is a different return rate for different crops. And so that will be coming out on Vintage Verified. There is a strong possibility it may have already been released when this video comes out. So yes, that is definitely something that I am going to be looking at. So the next thing that we need to do is continue working on these terraces. So I want to get the area here all straightened out. And I think one of the things that I am going to do is change the way that the approach areas are where the water comes in. So this area here, what we're going to do is we are going to angle this back out and have just a touch of farmland on this side, and then it will cover the corner there. This one here will do the same thing, and that will kind of help to hold the water, give the appearance of holding the water back without having this weird squared off corner, which just does not feel right. Yeah, it just doesn't feel right. So we will work on getting that, and yeah, I'll get these trapdoors put in on this next level, get all the cattails removed. Now one thing that I would kind of like to try, just because I want to plant a cattail here, and I'm going to see if that thing will grow through the trapdoor. I think that it will. Now the only thing is we would have to open the trapdoor to harvest it, but I want to give that a try. So yeah, I'm going to get some work done here, and I will see you guys in a little bit. And of course, right about the time that I'm ready to start recording again, the sun is setting. Go figure. So I've been doing some work here, and I'm very happy with how things look. So like I said, I've kind of angled these areas out a little bit. I also added a path along the side of the little stream. So this would be a way that they would have access to the control gates, which, by the way, I need to add the control gate down here, but they can follow up the path and then go out into the garden areas. And actually seeing it with this part sticking out on this side makes me really want to kind of redesign these terraces a little bit so that the water channel is more out in the middle of a flat terrace. I don't know. It might be something to do. See what you guys think, because yeah, I mean, that's a lot of work and not necessarily for a lot of extra return. But then the path comes up in here onto the last terrace, and we'll be able to start putting bee skips around here. And yeah, this area here is going to have to change. I'm not sure how that's going to change yet. But this is definitely more what I had in mind. I'm almost feeling like this one should come out another block still. But it makes it feel a little bit more natural, and a little bit more reinforced along the stream too, considering that the stream would be trying to wash out into the farmland. So there's a lot of cobblestone and stone bricks and things like that in the way, holding the stream back. Now we're going to be doing a very similar thing on the opposite side, so it's kind of important that we get it right here. So yes, oh, and that is not right. I forgot I had to fix some of this stuff with the chisel. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that's a little bit better. So yes, kind of getting happy with this, and looks like we've got a few of these that we need to change as well. So yes, we're getting closer. We'll see how things are looking here in a little bit. Well, let's see how many additional seeds we get this time. So yeah, 49 seeds planted, 51 seeds back. So, yep, that is very much, you get seeds back. It may not be incredibly fast, but you get seeds back. So yes, I have only been planting the cabbage at the moment because, well, quite frankly, I don't need much of anything else right now. Before winter hits, which will be much sooner than I want to think about, we will want to stock up on grain. So I will probably make a couple of passes with all of the grain, most notably the rye and spelt, because flax we still have quite a lot of. And I'm kind of getting a bit of a choppy frame rate. I was showing adrastos around the base, and I changed some graphical settings and I may not have gotten them back right. So I'm going to have to look at that. But yes, I am going to be out working some more on the area of the terraced gardens. But before I do that, I want to show you guys a little something that I found while I was out there working. So let's go ahead and drop this off. So we had 48 cabbage last time, 49 this time. Next time it'll be 51. You know, pretty soon we'll have a stack of cabbage every time that we harvest that. But so I was out here just kind of cleaning up some of the trees, grass, things like that. And I saw a spot. It was just a little spot, and yeah, it just a little spot, and it's exactly what it looks like. So I dug out the entire bit of Suevite Stone, which, yeah, I mean, there's no reason not to. And yeah, I mean, this is another meteor just literally right next to our base. I'm really beginning to think that these things are all over the place, and it's just most of the time we don't know they are there. But this just adds another block to our stack of meteoric iron blocks. So another thing that I have been doing here is filling the areas like this on every other block, because then drifters can't spawn in the hole, but it doesn't take a huge amount of material to fill it. So yes. Also, I think we are going to actually fill this hole in, and I don't have a shovel on me. I'm going to go get a shovel because I'm going to need it to work here anyway. So yes, the next step for me is actually to work on getting this path to go up and over a bridge, because I want to get this water flowing all the way down to the lake. So yeah, I'm going to get that. For now, I'm going to leave this flax here, But yes, you can see, like I was saying, much nicer having the path going through the middle of the fields. Hence the reason I might want to redo these. So I will get some stuff taken care of, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. Well, progress has been made. So we now have a bridge going over the top of this little stream here. I've also redone the stream so that it's a little bit nicer. Got the muddy gravel running all the way down to the lake. I also have the wall on this side over here, and I even put one of the control gates down. Now I don't know if it's going to stay that way or not, but yeah, it's kind of neat. Now another thing that I did was to put reeds under the control gates. Now this makes it to where the water doesn't look like it's flowing out of the control gate. The reeds do a little thing, you know, this one here, because there's no water sources, is flowing in. But if we were to remove these reeds, it's a source block here and no source block here, and so the water flows out, and that just doesn't look right. The reeds, on the other hand, will keep things from flowing at all, which is kind of nice. So yes, that is really starting to get to the feel that I'm looking for. So now we have the access to our gardens from the path, and you know, I was kind of thinking that there would be some concern with hares around here, but with the amount of grass that I have removed from the area, there's actually no hares spawning around here. And as I continue to expand, I'm going to be removing more and more of the long grass and replacing it with things that the hares can't spawn in, like this type of stuff. Lots of flowers and berry bushes and things like that. So I'm less concerned with the hares than normal. But also I have a wooden path on the bridge. Originally I had some stone path half slabs, and it was irritating going up that extra half a block to go through the center of the bridge. So I decided I would go with the stone paths. Now the stone paths are actually really easy to make, and they're not terribly expensive either once you start getting a bunch of aged wooden planks. So we take our saw, we cut a block of planks into its boards, then we just take the boards and cut them again. So each plank turns into 8 paths. You know, not terribly expensive. We can handle that for sure. So yes, we're making progress. Next thing that I'm going to do is work on getting this side terraced, and I have yet to figure out for sure. I think I'm going to keep this. I think I'm going to keep this little, well, I'm not sure what you would call this, but this little area of water coming up here, because it'll make it a little more interesting. We can run the terraces around it. Maybe keep a tree or two down here. I am going to be planting at least a tree here. Now, I have done a lot of work with the coastline. You know, I brought the sand up a little, did some work under the water to get the edges to look right. I really like the way this bridge looks on the outside. You know, it has a very interesting look, you know. Now, I may want to put a little bit of material here into the corner with the chisel. I haven't decided on that yet. But, yeah, we still have a lot of stuff to work on. I'm going to check on the length of the episode and see how we're doing. And hopefully when I come back, there'll be some more terracing here. Well, lots more progress has been made on the terraced area, and I am very, very happy with how this is turning out. So we now have our lower garden that is wrapping around this area, around this little pond, and we will be doing some decorating on this and making a nice bridge there. And then we have the upper area that connects back to this pond over here. And so I think that's kind of a neat little idea, that they are utilizing some of the water from that pond to increase their ability to irrigate, and that has allowed them to make a very large farm area here. I think that's pretty cool. Now, I was talking with Apache, and we'll probably be going over this a bit in the live stream that will be tomorrow for me and yesterday for you guys, you know. But we're thinking that we will probably share this farming area because it's kind of halfway in between our base. You know, we can see, if we look over here, we can see Apache's builds popping up like big hills, and then over there we can see my builds popping up like big pyramids. So, you know, it's kind of halfway in between. And then also what I am thinking is I will probably be filling in this pond, and this area over here will be more for the livestock. I think that'll work out really good. And then somewhere a little further back, I'm thinking, is where we will do the bees, like in this area, where it's rather steep and a bit unwieldy for anything else. There's already flowers here, so why not? You know, so yeah, we are definitely going to be doing some stuff with that. I know the live stream, we already have planned what we're doing for the live stream, and it is not this area. So, yes. But also, I did plant an acacia tree down here because I really like the look of the tree, and I kind of want it to overhang the area here a little bit, and we need to do some decorating here around this little... I don't know what to call this. What would you call this thing? But we need to put some cattails and lily pads, maybe some papyrus, and then some shells and stones and things like that to decorate this area, make it look real nice. And then we need to put in a nicer bridge here as well. This is kind of going to be an interesting one because this bridge is going to be at an angle. And for anyone that has built in either Vintage Story or Minecraft, they will know building things on an angle is never easy. So yes, I am definitely going to get to work on this stuff because we need to make this feel a bit more finished. So a bit more progress, and this place is starting to look like what I have in mind. Now there are some tree saplings planted around here. We had the acacia sapling planted down here along the beach some time ago. We still have 4 days for that to grow. And then I have added a couple of saplings up here on the top edge. So we have an oak sapling here that's got about 6 days, and then over here we have a maple that's got about 4 days to grow. So the initial plan was to have the bees up here. We're not going to be having that anymore. So I just want to make this area up here at the top look nice. And so yeah, that's going to be something that we're going to be working on off and on. You know, getting this to nice and seamlessly blend into the unspoiled wilds that are out to the south. On this side over here, we will be doing a lot of work to make the terrain form more to what we have in mind for the bees and the livestock, because of course the livestock will be over here in this area and the bees over here. And yes, I'm really looking forward to how all of this is going to turn out. This is really starting to look good. You know, we have lots of varying different flowers and bushes and even the ferns. And I speckled a little bit of gravel into the beach just to give it a little extra texture and interest. I wish there was a way that we could put grass in here without having hares spawning. But with the farms open like they are, hares would just wreak havoc on this. So we can't take the risk on that. But yes, that is what we've got, and I am loving it. But that's going to be it for this episode, so I'm going to say thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, be sure to give a thumbs up. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. If you have any thoughts about what I've been working on or anything that you would like to see, be sure to leave that down in the comments. Be sure to check out the description for a link to some of the other people on the server that are making videos. And I will see you next time. Bye.